Hi. Hi, 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 hey, hey. Hey, whoa. Hey, 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 hey. Remember me? Approximately 1 hour ago, I was doing electronics here, and I had this big AC unit, AC plug, connected to two 24 volt PSUs, and the the pins were not insulated. The pins of output of AC, and it kind of touched the metal encasing of the 24 volt PSU. Fortunately, I wasn't touching it, and it kind of blew the breaker in the entire apartment. So the stream kind of cut. I said I would be coming back, but I didn't. Now I'm back, baby. So it allowed me a bit of time to clean up, and now we are going to do pure, beautiful electronics. So I am talking about the brains of the whole installation. So, as a reminder, this is day 4 of building a giant table light installation. There we go. Whoop, my brain is fuzzy. Light installation that looks like this. For the Principality of Monaco, it's a short maquette. It's gonna be pretty big, 1.5 meters. It's pretty much this size, 1.5 meters by 80 centimeters by 90 centimeters high, a big wooden table with a metal outline of the country, and little blocks made out of PMMA acrylic with light shining from under them. So, do I have light here? You have 6%, good luck. So light, whoa, it's so pretty, light coming from under them, right? Bunch of LED channels, bunch of cuboids, and it's going to look like pretty much like this. Yeah, that's a pretty accurate render. So now what we're gonna do is the brains of the operations. How is that whole thing going to work? We've been doing the electricity today. It was a fucking nightmare because we're turning 245 volts AC into 24 volts DC with 2 power supplies, 2 fuse boxes, and just a bunch of shit going around. Coffee, wait, I'm printing something and the sound wasn't great. Oh yeah, it fucking broke. It fucking broke. It fucking broke. It fucking stop task. Right, 3D printers are fun. Oh shit. It fucking broke. I'm gonna try again. And whoop. And print again. Print again. Next. Print. PLA, black PLA, that's how we do it. The task was cancelled, yes, I know. Anyways, we did the electricity, now we're gonna do the micro electricity, the tiny little voltages. So I have my bench power supply running 24 volts, which is gonna be the voltage of the circuit. And we're going to simulate basically the power supplies. I don't want them on the desk, it's way too big. And we are going to pass them through what's actually gonna happen in the desk, which is this DC to DC buck converter. We convert 24 volts into 5 volts. So there's 2 pairs of wires, 1 input, 1 output. We are going to turn off the bench power supply and we are going to connect red to red and black to black. And the output is going to go into a couple of Wago connectors so that we can split it. Wago connectors! So we can split it amongst the 2 different ESP32s, right? There we go. Positive and negative. Oop. That's gonna be positive. It's not being very friendly. Okay. Fuck you, buddy. You have pushed it too far. I am not friendly anymore. Fuck you. Okay. I think it flew in my coffee, which is fine. You know, insulation is always great. Into the Wago connector. This camera's not helping. So this is the 5 volts output from the DC-DC buck converter. What the fuck is going on in the DC-DC buck converter? There we go. And the ground is going to go into another Wago connector. And so we have a pure simulation of what the fuck is going to go on in this baby. But before committing to actually connecting it to all of the electronics, we're gonna test it with a multimeter to make sure that we have the right connections. Whoop. No more insulation. And Wago connector. Fuck you. Wago connector. There we go. Okay. Let's take a couple of DuPont wires, because I think they're going to be quite all right. No, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck ass. Let's take AWG20 wires, which are not much better, but whatever. Whoop. Sorry, I'm just setting up the box. Those boxes are fun as long as they're already set up. When it's time to set them up, it's fucking annoying. So yeah, I blew the breaker with the AC circuit. That was quite an adventure. I mean, it's all fun and games. As long as because if I touched that fucking encasing, I would have been zapped. That would have not been fun. Luckily, I was quite careful, but it just kind of slipped, just like this wire just slipped. And it fell on the metal encasing of the power supply, and it just blew the fucking breaker, man. And kind of turned off my Wi-Fi and everything, and so the stream couldn't continue. It was a whole bunch of fun. Okay. So what are we doing right now? This is not the live stream that I want to check out. This is the one. Hey, buddy. What's up? Stream manager. There we go. Hey, buddy. Okay. Stream finished. Sick. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Right. We just gotta. That's AWG20. Oh Jesus. Just gotta cut a bit of this. We're going to power the ESP32 with those. This is horrible. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This is not the right tool for the job. Okay. And so, there we go. And there we go. And there we go. Okay. So what I'm using, which are pretty fucking sick, is I'm using these ESP32s that don't have a micro USB port, so you can't really flash them like you usually flash ESP32s, which means you just connect it to your computer, you write the code, and you just hit fucking upload, and that's the end of it. But I'm using those mostly because they look cool, and they have an Ethernet cable. The Ethernet cable is going to allow them to communicate with the Raspberry Pi, which is going to be the brains of the operations, which I need to power, actually, now that I think about it. I would need a USB-A to USB-C, but I don't, so I'm just going to power it from my computer. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, because that's a lot of amperage. Maybe I should power it for something else. I don't really have a plug around here. Let's power it from something else. I don't want to power your Raspberry Pi from my computer. That doesn't sound healthy. Does not sound healthy indeed. Whoopla. I think there's a couple plugs in there. Oh yes, sir. I saw correctly. Yeah, buddy. All right. Is the cable long enough? Yes. To come all the way here. Oh, yeah, buddy. Let's try something else. I'm optimizing the cable length. Okay. There we go. This should do it. So the Raspberry Pi is running. I flashed it yesterday. So there is an operating system on there and we can just SSH into it, which is, I love SSHing. I can just run it on the computer. I'm gonna share the screen later. Right now what we're gonna do is just power this shit up. Oh, we had this running already. Okay, let's just test the output of this. Yeah, all of that to say, I have those little adapters on top of the ESP32s, so the non-micro USB ESP32s. I have those breakout boards, which are pretty fucking cool. They look like this. So you're supposed to just put the ESP32 in the middle, and it breaks them out into screw terminals to make it extra safe. However, it didn't fit because of the Ethernet port, so I cut it in half and just plugged it in between, and now it kind of works. And it also has the Ethernet port, which is very appreciated. It kind of stripped everything out though. I went a little too hard on the cutting. It's a bit of fiberglass as well, so technically you should be wearing a mask when you cut that kind of shit, so you don't inhale it and fucking damage your lungs forever. But you know, game is game. Okay. Oh yeah, no, the Ethernet port is touching this. Wait, I need to cut a bit more. Yeah, it should do it. Yeah, it should fucking do it. Oh yeah, we ball. We are balling hard. Sick. Okay, yeah, there we go. And so I have those little screw terminals that basically connect to every single pin in there, which is quite a lot of fun. It makes everything quite interesting and helpful, because I have way less to do. Wait. Oh yeah, there we go. Whoop. All right, sick. Yeah. Up, up, up. Okay. So, the idea is to turn this on. And wait, no, first we need the ground. I don't need you anymore. Let's try to keep it tidy. Okay. And output in the Waggle connector, which is the future of electronics. You don't need to solder anything. You can just fucking put it in there, man. All right. Okay. Now let's try that shit. So 24 volts in, 5 volts out. I should have a multimeter. There we go. In. Come on, in. I should be able to touch it if it's really 5 volts. Yeah, it is 5 volts. Fucking amazing. 5 volts and supposedly 10 amps. And it should be getting hot relatively soon. Let's try the amperage. Well, the amperage I can't really test it because it needs to be pulled, but yeah. But it's 5 volts, which is beautiful. So we have 24 volts input, 5 volts output. And for now, obviously, no current is being drawn, no wattage is being drawn because nothing is running on it. So the idea is for a first step, because we have those two ESP32s, I'll start with one. I will connect the power to it, and then I will try to flash it So flashing an ESP32 is basically writing its firmware, which is basically writing the code that it is going to run. You can't really do that, as I said earlier, with micro USB. So I'm gonna have to run it through another ESP32 that has a micro USB and kind of make the bridge between the two. I read that it's a possibility. I've never done it, so I'm a bit worried, but we shall see how this works. Right. So I connect it, and it does not run. Oh, it runs. Okay, so this is running. Turn off the light so you see the LED. Yeah, no, there we go. This is running, right? I can boot it, I can reset it. There we go. Okay, and this is not running at all, so I'm going to check what ChatGPT says when it comes to actually flashing an ESP32 without a dev kit with one that has a dev kit. In the meantime, I'm actually going to unplug the Raspberry Pi because I need to do something with the Raspberry Pi, which is also putting little screw terminals on it because I don't want to work with pins. Pins are very thin and soldering stuff onto there is just a fucking nightmare. So instead, I'm gonna put screw terminals like I did with the ESP32. Now, I don't know if it's this side or this side. I don't want to do dumb shit, but I think there's instructions on there. Whoop. 5 volts mark points. No, you're saying bullshit. Oh no, okay, there's a mark point, there's a point right here. You might not see it. Anyways, above the pins that says that it's 5 volts, and 5 volts is at the bottom in an ESP, in a Raspberry Pi. So, yep. I also kind of fucked the pin of that Raspberry Pi. I hope it's gonna not be a fucking nightmare to put it. Oh, it's fine. You just fucking press it in. And then, those little devices, those little add-ons, those little fucking tools. So you just put it onto your Raspberry Pi like this, and just to be more safe, they send over little fucking screws, which allow you to secure it in place with little spacers and everything. So there's no tension. Oh, my back. So there's no tension anywhere. Which is actually pretty cool. So I'm going to put this camera in full. Hey buddy, what's up? I'm gonna put you here, right there. And so we can do that together. Well, the quality of that camera is absolutely dog shit. Anyways, you put the little spacers under, and they also provide those, which are spacers with a screw if you want to put something even more on top. I don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to screw a screw in there with the provided screwdriver for baby people. And even with that camera angle, you don't see jack shit. Ain't that fun? Ain't that fun? Okay, there we go. And let's give it another screw under. Whoop. That should do it. It does do it. We are fucking golden. It allows you to tighten everything so that the pins are really, really connected. And if something presses along there, it's not just the pins that are going to take the tension, it is also the connectors right there. I should actually bring the, yeah, that's gonna be much better for you. Right, and now we do the second one, which is going to be around there. I wanna check on the print real quick, sorry. I have a 3D print going. Oh yeah, now it's sticking. That's good. It didn't stick and it did a little bit of fucking spaghetti. Spaghetti-o. Now let's try to actually do that properly. Ooh, yes, sir. That was quite fucking clean. Quite clean. Nice. And let's screw that in. And let's go. And let's fucking go. And shit. And let's fucking shit. Okay, I need to hold it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, I think it's just that the focus is fucking horrible for you. This might be better. And then the screw under. Okay. And now we have screw terminals on both the Raspberry Pi and the ESP32, which makes everything so much easier. So I don't have to fucking deal with pins, and we can just deal with whatever it is we're talking about, screw terminals. So now screw terminals, you can just make the wires completely bare, or we could also use, I think those are too big. I think we're talking about 0.5 square millimeters. AWG20 is 0.5 square millimeters, I think. I bought connectors, but I don't think they're gonna fit. Let's check. AWG 2 millimeters squared. So we are talking about AWG 20. This is the wire gauge that we're using, and that is 0.5 millimeters squared. And I don't think I have the connectors for this. So we can just strip the wire and just connect it bare from the wire. No one will be the wiser. Also, no one gives a shit. 2.5 square millimeter. No, that is too big. And 1.5 square millimeter. That is also too big. All right. So the way we're gonna do this is we are going to power it with a USB-C for now. We might want to power it with the 5 volts output of the bench power supply later on. I need to be careful with those. Those are live 24 volts pins. Edward, have you tried turning it off and on again? Fuck, that's true. I should. Wait. Where was I? Fuck, you fucked me. You fucked me, man. I don't know where. Fuck, you fucked me. Yeah, okay. And now we're going to move on to the coding part. So, we have ESP number 1 with no micro USB. We have ESP number 2 with micro USB, and we have the Raspberry Pi with the screw terminals on. We are going to power, I don't know if I need to power the Ethernet ESP32 for flashing it. That is a very good question. So everything now is going to be more coding. So we are going to switch to a scene where you see my screen. Isn't that going to be fucking exciting? I bet it is. You bet your sweet ass it is. Okay. Whoop. And we are going to bring the computer in. Now the goal right now is to make the ESP32 actually run and communicate with the Raspberry Pi through Ethernet. So this is a switch, and I'm going to use Ethernet cables that have mysteriously disappeared somewhere. Oh, there they are. Tiny little baby Ethernet cables that are colored because it's so cute. And they're gonna communicate among each other through a protocol called UDP. Now, why am I using a Raspberry Pi Plus 2 ESP32s? It's because for the project that you see here, the render, this is right here on your screen, there. Under those cuboids, which are made out of acrylic, which we got recently, which look very fucking cool when you light them up from under. Check that shit, wow. They're gonna be LEDs, and LEDs is gonna be a lot of channel of LEDs, around 20, around 15, something like that. I made the calculations, I don't remember. And you can't power all of that through a singular Raspberry Pi or a singular ESP32. So the information is gonna go to the Raspberry Pi from the internet. I'm gonna make a database of all the events going on in Monaco, and when one event shows up, what is the date for one of the events, that region of Monaco is going to glow. All the database is going to communicate with that through a web server, and then the Raspberry Pi is going to spread that information to both of the ESP32s through the Ethernet cables to a protocol called UDP, which allows you for fast data transfer and a relatively high amount of data, which is what we want because there's going to be a lot of LEDs. Any questions? Great. Okay, let's go. Coding. So you are going to come here. We are going to try to flash the ESP32, and we are going to find information relative to how do you flash the ESP32 with no micro USB through the ESP32 with micro USB. It's going to be a bit of research, but research is fun. Research is fun, said no one ever. Research is it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So it's so fun. It's so fun. It's so fun. It is so fun. Oh yeah. Oh, so much fun. So much fun. Okay. Desk. Whoa. Okay. The idea is no. The idea is ChatGPT. Classic. I think I have flashing. There we go. I have had a conversation with that before. I don't have USB to TL. Yeah, there we go. So, turning the USB dev kit into a USB UART converter. So we have to disable the dev kit's ESP32. That means that we have to short a couple of wires. Hold the dev kit's EN pin to ground. So we keep it in reset. Now, I have, luckily enough, this ESP32 that is already mounted to a perf board. What is a perf board? It is like a breadboard. It's like a board that has little pins everywhere so that you can connect your wires relatively easily. Now, the ground, I have one wire going out of ground, so we're just going to connect that to the EN pin, which is located here. Now, I don't know how to do that. I don't have a soldering iron with me right now. Yeah, okay, basically that resets it, right? So it's the same as holding the RST button, I'm guessing. The other method is gonna be, or disconnect TRX pin from onboard ESP32, they're not removable, holding EN low is fine for today's game. And now we have to connect. Now the problem is, you might have noticed, I don't have a soldering iron with me today. So we're gonna have to do everything by hand and pray for the best. So I have DuPont jumper connectors right here. And we're gonna have to connect the TX0 of the dev kit to the RX of the non-dev kit and the other way around, right? So TX and RX are located right here. It stands for transmission receiver. Right there. TX, RX, I don't know if you see them, it's like the fifth, 1, 2, 3, fourth and fifth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and 5 are going to be our TX and RX. I don't know if it is making contact. I'm hoping it is, but I don't know for sure. The DuPont connectors, I fucking hate them. I don't think it's making contact, to be completely honest, but whatever. And then ground to ground, they need to have common grounds. And 5 volt to 5 volts. We power the other one with this one, right? So, since the other one has those screw-in terminals, it's going to be relatively easier in the sense that I can just hold what I need to hold while the other is still connected. So we're gonna have to power it with 5 volts. I don't know if it has a 5-volt pin. It does. It's the second pin. So it's gonna be this one. It's not matching because it's not made for this ESP32 specifically. Oh, print is done. Okay. So we're gonna take this little fucker right here, and we're gonna pull in our 5 volts into there. Now, the 5 volts is luckily already wired, so we can just do this, strip it, put it in there. Oh, that's a terrible mistake. If I don't put the ground, I shouldn't be putting the 5 volts. What else is there? I have the ground. I think I can just, I can just connect the ground to this. And then potentially this has another ground pin, and I can just connect it to the wherever it needs to be. That will be 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, right? Yeah. Oh, fucking shit. It's a lot of detail work, which I'm not particularly fond of, but that is exclusively because I don't have a soldering iron with me today. Which is, yes, fair. The #1 thing to have on you when you do electronics is a soldering iron. But you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you, man. You're not my dad. You can tell me what to do. And now if I connect it, this one should also light up. Yes, there we go. Okay, so we're powering this baby with this baby. Now we need to have communication between both of them. The way to do this is through RxTX. Now, to have RxTX, we're going to have to improvise, but since we have the screw terminals, it shouldn't be too hard. We can get some AWG20, which is this one, and let's take a green, for example. Let's take green and yellow. Well, no, the song is black and yellow. Maybe I should take black and yellow. Fuck it, yeah, let's take black and yellow. Black is supposed to be ground. I don't like messing up with the color schemes. Makes me anxious. All right. Oh, black disappeared. Epic. There we go. I don't like those boxes very much, but you know, they're kind of helpful. So we have our wire counter right here. We need one wire for RX, one wire for TX, and we need to connect ground to EN to disable the ESP32, right? That does make sense. That does make sense. That makes sense. Let's say you're gonna be RX. Black and yellow, we said. You're gonna be TX. No, I can't do that. You're gonna be ground to EN. You're gonna be RX, and you're gonna be TX, right? Okay. So, strip them of their honor. Strip this one too. Strip this one too. Strip this one too. That's way too much stripping, but it should be fine. There's not such a thing as too much stripping. There's not such a thing. And we'll get to 2. We're gonna try to wrap them around the pins. I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. The important part is, I really don't have a soldering iron? I don't think I do. Oh, it might be downstairs. Maybe I have a soldering iron. That would solve my issues. But no, because I don't have a plug for power. That would not solve my issues. What would, however, solve my issues is to get that shit to work. Okay, so RX and TX are on that side. So we're going to, whoop. Hey, there we go. We're going to unscrew RX, unscrew TX, put TX there. Oh wait, no, I'm doing a mistake. They're not labeled properly. Sorry, I messed up. So one is UNK, unknown, I don't know what that stands for. 5 volts ground, so 5 volts ground. 3.3, 3.3. Ground again, TX RX. So 3.3, ground again, TX RX. Transmitter and receiver. Yes, sir. All right, put that in. So this is transmitter, and we're gonna put a receiver inside. Yeah, it's way too much stripping. And then ground to EN. Ground to EN is gonna be the trouble child, I think. So, this is transmitter. Transmitter needs to be connected to retriever, and retriever needs to be connected to transmitter. No, I don't think it's gonna be possible. I don't think it's gonna be possible. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 and 5. 4 is transmitter. 4 is transmitter. So this needs to be the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think it's a good idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how I'm gonna hold on to all of those. Like I don't think it's possible. I'm not against trying, but I don't think it's gonna be possible. And then ground is second to last, but I can just use this one, which is number 3. Okay, so ground needs to be connected to EN. EN being here. It's not working. It's not fucking working. Oh, okay, it's not the right one, is it? Oh, that's 3. That was 3.3 volts. I'm fucking stupid. I don't think too good. I don't think my brain does not think too good. Bit too much stripping as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 5 volts ground, 3.3. Yeah, there we go. That's why I fucked up. I fucked up real good. Right. So if I push this in there and screw it in, that should be ground. And if I touch EN, this LED should turn off because it's resetting. Right. It didn't do anything. Did I count wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't count wrong. Huh. That's fun. What? I'm really confused. Wait, I could have used Dupont wires from the beginning. Wait. I need the positive ones. The male ones. I don't know where the male wires are. Oh, this is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. I don't have the tools for the job. This is a nightmare. It's happening usually, like pretty frequently that I don't have the tools for the job. Male DuPont connectors. Oh, there they are. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3. I know this is ground. If this touches EN, the LED should turn off. It does. Okay, great. Great, that's great. That's fucking great. That's fucking giga great. Now, if we, so I don't need you anymore. You have failed me. You have terribly, terribly failed me. And I actually don't really need the TX, RX those because they're going to be just more annoying than the DuPont connectors. Yep, fuck that. Yep, fuck that. Okay. And then we have, oh no, I put 3. Okay, and then we have 2 DuPont connectors, and we put fucking 1 in ground, 3 volts, ground, 3 volts, ground, TX, ground, 3 volts, ground, TX, and RX. And, right, so if this, can I do this with 2 hands? TX, RX. And then that will be RX, TX. And I need to be able to hold it. Oh, this is tricky, but doable. Maybe not doable. 1, 2, oh shitting fuck. No, it's quite all right. It's quite all right. I think it's doable. Okay, so now we're just going to have to code the code that's going to go in the code in order to do what we want to do. How am I going to do that? I am not completely sure. Okay, wait. Whoop. You can go watch the last video. Go watch the last video, which was really good, but didn't perform as good as I hoped. Anyways, what we are looking at right now is going to be okay. Connect IO, enter flash mode. Connect IO 0 to ground. Tap EN to, oh fuck, on the WT32. There's more steps. Where is IO 0? Okay, so we are back into actually wiring shit. So we want to connect this little baby called IO 0, which is 1, 2, 3. Oh wait. Wait. Am I in the right RXTX? Oh, I think I'm not. That's fun. RX0, TX0. Those are the ones I want to be connected to. There we go. Sorry, my bad. And then we have, so on the WT32, connect IO0 to ground. IO0 to ground. And tap EN to ground. Okay. IO0 to ground. So now we're in flash mode technically. And then upload from Arduino. Okay, and then I have to tap EN to ground. Okay, that's great. That's fucking great. That's fucking great. Hold the dev kit's EN pin to ground, keeps it in reset. Okay, that's something that I'm gonna have to do afterwards. Epic. Now, in terms of code, I don't have power anymore. Wait, my computer is running out of battery. That is not something that you want to happen. Let me get a charger. Gonna get the charger. Gonna charge that shit. Gonna charge it real good. It's smelling in here. Gonna charge it up. Gonna charge my computer so it doesn't die. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. All right. Hi, what's up? Okay. That shit's gonna work. I think that shit's gonna work. Now, also, how do I test if it works? Okay, epic. Okay, epic. Okay, okay, epic. So in the WT32, I want to flash it with a test script for now. The goal is for the Pi 5 to send over UDP for now, a GPIO pin to turn on. I'll check if it works with a multimeter. Can you write that homeboy down for me, Pappy? There we go. So, man, test code, you can just fucking fuck it. Just ChatGPT that shit. Just ChatGPT test code. You want test code? You don't need to write it yourself. You can just ask ChatGPT to write it. So, why Wi-Fi event? Test pin UDP port 4210, Wi-Fi event, Arduino event ETH start, it started like my node, set host name, Arduino event ETH connected. When the Ethernet is connected, basically you break. So you print whenever something happens, print the local IP, and then when it's connected, it prints it. ETH begin, PH-wire address, power pin, MDC, MDIO. This, I don't really know what's going on in there. I think it's just the initialization of the Ethernet setup, which is pretty cool. UDP begin, so we begin the UDP protocol, and it's listening, and parse the packet, incoming 255. Okay, length, UDP read incoming 255. If length is superior to 0, incoming length is equal to 0. So I'll print received, incoming on. Digital write test pin. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Nope, nope. I want the UDP packet to be able to choose which pin turns on. Later, that's for light map project. It will handle which LED of which pin turns on. Woo! Dude, we don't do any coding. Fuck that. Fuck that. No coding. No coding required. Pin and state. Yeah, that's basically the idea. Zijn philosophy feature prefer long okay, you'll eventually send strip by the LED index color, but for now, yeah, exactly. Parse, so safe pins, so all the safe pins from the WT32. Number of safe pins, size of safe pins divided by size of size pin 0. Number of safe spins, yeah, that makes sense. Bull is a safe spin, pin, okay. So it won't do anything if the pin is not safe. Safety feature. Define UDP port for set up the Ethernet. If you begin loop, packet size incoming 64. So it's going to be 64 bytes. I'm not sure I understand that. Characters, 64 characters, sorry. LAN UDP read, okay. Scan. DD, so it's going to be a digit and a digit. First is the pin number and second is the state. And pin and state. Digital write high-low. Beautiful, that is exactly what we want to flash onto the ESP32. So how do we do this now? The idea is the following. We're going to set up a VS Code. So terminal, no, CD desktop code, mkdir that we're going to call light. Oh no, I think I have a light map. CD light map. Huh. CD light map. Code, everything. Oh, it's just GeoJSON stuff. Okay. And we're going to go into platform IO. We're going to create a new project. A new project that we're going to call light map test. It's going to be a WT32 Ethernet module, Arduino, and location, we are going to put it in T-Graph desktop code light map. Whoop. Finish, and we are almost ready to go. There we go. So the whole thing, Platform.io just basically does the whole thing. Then you go into the source, and the test is this code. Get that shit in there, save it. And now the hard part is going to be sending it over. I don't remember exactly how you do that. Upload, there we go. So how do we do that? We have to hold ground to EN. So it's gonna be a two-part job. So we have to hold ground to the EN to disable this. As you saw, it reset. And then RX. Oh, we also have to disable this one. Oh yeah, true. We also have to disable this one to reset it, basically. Not sure how that's gonna work, but we'll see. Is this ground actually working? Because, oh yeah, it is. Okay, great. And then we're gonna have to hold the RX to the TX and the TX to RX. So green is RX. So I need to touch it to the TX of this one. So basically like this. Yeah, that's about it. They need to be the same height, and they need to be touching. Shit. Yeah, I think I can do this. Who are you? You're ground, right? Oh, fuck. Hey, what's up? Hey. Right. Fuck me, man. Sorry. I had the fucking lav mic that just died. Okay, so for the people, oh Jesus Christ. Yeah, I hear it now. Hey, how are you doing? For the people that just came in, we are trying to flash an ESP32 that doesn't have a micro SD port with another ESP32 because I don't have the UART2 USB converter. We are trying to flash this fucker with this fucker, so basically write the firmware on. For the big installation that I am working on, which is this baby right here. It's going to be a gigantic table, 1 meter 50 by 80 centimeters by 90 centimeters high, showing the principality of Monaco, so the country slash city slash whatever, with big acrylic tubes that I have right here. So these motherfuckers that are going to be lit from under, which glow pretty, it's actually pretty, which glow from under. And whenever an event happens, it's going to glow in a different color at that location. I'm gonna sell that to institutions, tourism, and stuff like that. And today we have done a lot of the electricity, so the big circuit, big power supply, AC circuit. Yesterday we did 3D printing of a prototype for the structure, the underlying structure that is gonna hold all the acrylics tubings. So only corners are supported, so there's maximum light passing through. And tomorrow we're receiving more acrylics, so I'm gonna have to search for a shop that allows me to cut them at the right height, because all of those cuboids are gonna be the height of the place they represent. So to actually be a realistic maquette of the city. And now we're stuck in developer hell, because we're trying to flash one ESP32 with another, and I don't have a soldering iron. So I need to just hold wires by hand, and it is quite a hassle. That's about it. Let's go back to it. So we have OX65 as an error now, which was not the case before. So maybe that tells me something. Means we're not totally dead, just misaligned. The ESP32 is not a in bootloader mode. Wrong boot state. DevKit ESP32 must be disabled. That is the case. WT32 must be in bootloader mode. TXRX must be correctly crossed. DevKit, wire correctly DevKit to WT32, which is TX to RX, TX RX to TX, and ground to ground. It's done. And then power 5 volt to 5 volt. Disable DevKit ESP32, which is EN to ground. We have this connected. Damn, so which will each acrylic tube be addressable? Dude, if you're still here, yeah, you look like you're still here. Okay, let's do it. I'll show you the render. Each acrylic tube will be not addressable individually, but pretty close. So the way we're gonna have this is, let's hide this and hide this. So we have this big plate that will be under, that will be supported by, I'm gonna have a steel structure in there. So I ordered a bunch of aluminum X extrusion for the development. And then I'm gonna buy one of the big aluminum plates that are hold so that air can pass through. And those are the LED channels. So there's about 15 of them. Wait, there we go. There's about 15 of them. And they are pretty much running along the cubes. I don't want every single cuboid to be addressable. Well, that was the original plan, but it was just way too much work. Instead, I'm just gonna have a relatively condensed amount of LED strips, so that I can assign each LED on the LED strip an XY coordinate, and then I can map the actual XY coordinate in the actual city to the one in my maquette, if that makes sense. Which is somewhat addressable. Kind of. That's the idea. Yeah, you saw it now. So now let's go back to fucking dying. Okay, it's always 65. So ground to EN. So right before upload, ground to EN, RX to TX. RX is green, so it needs to touch TX, right? There we go. Maybe I can stick them under just like I did with EN. Let's try that. That looks, that's promising. No, I can't. Okay. Oh, and you moved out. To make sure this fucker is completely disabled. Clever design. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it clever. The structure is going to be much harder than the electronics, but the electronics is now starting to be fun. And it's actually one of the biggest project I'm going to undertake. Most of the other shit was like relatively smaller. You can see I have pretty much all my projects are in the videos on the channel. You can check them out. It would help out. But this is like the biggest thing, and it's very, I'm trying to make it very professional. So I have a bunch of connectors and stuff, and all the communication is going to be done by those ESP32s. I have 2 of them, and they're all going to be connected to a Raspberry Pi that's going to do most of the thinking and the receiving of the data through internet. Originally I have done web design, so I think I'm going to do a database with some sort of portal, and the Raspberry Pi is going to communicate with that database and then send the information over to the ESP32s. Which is why we're doing this. Fucking shit. Okay, we have first step. First step is done. Second, oh shit, did I move it? I think I moved it. Okay. Okay, good. First step is done. Second step is clicking on upload. And instantly after clicking on upload, disable this one. There we go. Fuck, it didn't work. Failed to write. Shit. I'm kind of hopeful for this one. Shit! Why? Fatal error. Downloaded mode successfully detected, but getting no sync. The serial TX path seems to be down. Okay. Every time we have a new error, I'm relatively happy with it. Download mode successfully detected. ESP32 is in bootloader mode. It cannot send data back to your computer. Your RX line is wrong. ESP32 to PC is not working. Okay. TX to RX, RX to TX. Okay, I might have fucked it somehow. Let's try again. Red is RX, right? Green is RX. Right. So green goes to TX. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. But TXD and not TX0, right? Should have TXD 0, not GPI 1, GPI 3, random DPI. Yeah, no, I get that. Alright, let's try again. Let's try again. Where are we? Here, okay. And upload. RX to TX. Come on. Oh, it's not disabled. Why are you not fucking disabled? Okay, that sounded wrong. That sounded fucking wrong. Okay, connected to TX. Okay. EN. Upload. Hold that shit. Hold that shit. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Fuck. Okay, I might need to get a soldering iron. It's downstairs. It's in the basement. I need to go get it. I don't want it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'd rather try again. This is a true test. Open terminal, reset WT32. If Frank is correct, you must see something like, oh wait. Power reset. If you see nothing, RX line is dead. Right. Who gives a shit? Again. Again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Worst case scenario, I'll do it off stream. Fuck it. Wait, who are you? Ground. Oh, right. Why are you... What? Why am I using you then? Oh. What? No. Interesting. Get out! Ian, okay, we're disabled. Always a great thing to say. No. Yes. Yes. Come on, you can do this. I'm gonna fucking shoot myself. 0x74? I've never had this one. That's fun. For context, I don't have a soldering iron, and all my dev kits are in perf boards. So I'm holding the TX and RX by hand. That's not bad. Let's try that. Platform IO. Let's try that. Let's try that. Slow it down. Whoop. Okay. So if I slow it down, that means that potentially I have more room for mistake, which I am not against. Let's try that shit again. Let's try that shit again. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Fucking flashing stuff by hand with no soldering iron is just a bunch of fun. It's so fun. It's so fun. I'm having so much fun. So much fun. Okay, let's go. Boom. EN. Let's go. Let's go. You can do this. 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 Fuck me, man. Shit. Shit. No serial data received at all. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go get my soldering iron, because this is not fun. This is not fun. I'm gonna go get my soldering iron. I'll be back in 5 minutes, and I need to find a way to plug it because I don't have power around here. Yeah. All right, bye. It's back, yay. Okay, so what we got? For the people who are joining us, damn, there's a lot of people. Wow. We have been doing flashing an ESP32 that doesn't have a micro USB with an ESP32 that has a micro USB. The way to do that is apparently to connect the receiver and transmitter from one to the other and disable the one that you don't want the firmware written on. So it's basically acting as a adapter, pretty much. So I didn't have a soldering iron, now I did, so I soldered like the pins, but it's horrible, but it's temporary, so who gives a shit? So we're going to connect the enable pin to the ground pin. So this one is completely disabled. And now the job is going to be to upload the code. You went to the store to buy the soldering iron or wait for 5 minutes? No, I went downstairs. I didn't find it. But and I soldered as well. I didn't have a plug, so I had to do it in the kitchen. You know what? I feel judgment, and I don't like it. Okay, so how about you chill the fuck down, right? That's what I thought. That's all I have to say. Now, upload. Ground to enable pin on this one for a split second after I hit the upload. And release. And fuck me. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Fuck. Let's try it again. Wait, maybe now it's because I have the... Yeah, maybe now... Yeah, it's clearly because I have the upload speed set up to something. Clearly, the only reason is... I don't know what I'm doing. It's in disabled, right? This one's disabled. Possible serial noise or corruption. I don't understand. I'll try without disabling the dev kit. Successfully detected, but getting no reply. Right. Oh shit. No serial data received. I'm going slightly insane over here. Maybe I should also solder that, to be honest. Yeah, let's also solder that. I'll be back in 3 seconds. I'm going to solder. Actually, I could take the interior camera with me. I'm gonna put you in something. I'm gonna put you on this. I'm gonna be soldering over there. Right. So the idea is to solder the enable to the ground. Let's try. It's really the last ditch effort to try to do something decent. Take a big breath. Okay, this is approximately my last try. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to do something else. I don't know what, but I'll try something else. I'm also going to try to flash the dev kit instead. Maybe this is gonna be a decent setup. We'll see. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's try without. Oh no, wait, because I've soldered it now. I don't really have a choice. Are you powered? Okay, the Ethernet one is powered. So Ethernet one is powered, right? You can see the LED shining. The EN is tied to ground. The TX is tied to RX, and the TX here is tied to RX there. They are not shorted. Nothing's shorted. We are supposed to be hitting the home run right now, but somehow I'm doubting it. Let's try. And I'm supposed to disable this one at the beginning as like a reset. Okay. Wait, are you seeing the? Oh no, you're not seeing jack shit. No serial data received. bit of debugging. Hi. Hold WT32EN to ground. That's fine. Click upload and apply from iron. Release EN when you see connecting. Keep IO0 grounded until it actually starts writing. Until it starts writing. What? Remove IO0 after flashing completes. I don't know if that's the problem. No, it's already there. RX to TX, TX to RX, GND to EN. Everything's fucking. Yeah, I did, and there it is. GND to EN is the problem. You're permanently holding the WT30 in reset. No, the fucking. Floating or pull high, usually via onboard transistor. Correct writing. Final clean version. TXD to the WT30 RXD. RXD to ground to ground. Disable devkit ESP on the devkit only. EN to ground, not on the WT32. That's fine. IO0 to ground. That's the case. EN to ground. Briefly release EN. Upload. Remove IO0 after flash. That's the whole thing I'm doing. But maybe ChatGPT is not the answer to everything. Let's risk ourselves to actual documentation. Flashing WT32 with ESP32. Huh, how does that guy do it? Let's cut the music. We're gonna watch videos all together.
ETH01 controllers in how they are extremely useful for running WLED, which is a LED software that has like a web.
No one cares.
WLED is fantastic.
No one cares.
Well, you're gonna need one of these adapters. I'll link it in the description below. It's probably $10 on Amazon. But yeah, let's get started.
No one cares.
To take.
So he has the adapter. Without USB. That's what we want to see. All those fuckers with their big bucks and fucking USB adapters. Oh, coffee. Oh. Cold coffee at 8:30 p.m. Hi, I must say this is the best channel for ESP32. I'm working on a project and to great help from your content. Thank you. I'm thinking about buying this board. Thank you.
Ethernet board. The difference with this board that this board don't have a USB. Succeeded to make it standard adapter also to this digital connection. The serial communication.
RXD. The adapter does the same thing I'm currently doing. RXD to TX0, TXD to RX0. So RXD on the board to TX0. Yellow R to yellow T, T to R. 5 volts, ground to ground. IO0 to ground. He's shorting his own thing. It's literally what I'm fucking doing. I'm going insane. I'm going batshit crazy. Maybe, you know what? Let's change ESP32. Maybe this one's cursed. Maybe this ESP32 is the cursed one. Okay, bye. Okay, hi. So we're clear on the pins. Oh, we're not clear on the pins. Oh, could that be the problem? Who knows? We're clear on the pins. Everyone's connected. Everyone's happy, right? TX. And this is ground. Beautiful. Okay, everyone's connected. Everyone's happy. Let's try again. Let's try again with this ESP32. Maybe the ESP32 was the problem. Who knows? Who knows? I know. I don't know. Clearly. Okay. Where was I? Here. No one's giving information. I'm fucking alone. I'm fucking alone. Is this okay? ground to EN for a split second, and then let's go. No, still. No serial data received. I've run into this multiple times. It usually occurs when I wrote code that is causing some stack error or writing excessively to serial. Okay, then let's post nothing. So boiler code. Yeah, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna save it somewhere. Wait. I'm gonna rename that to not main, and I'm going to do main.cpp and go like boilerplate code ESP32. Just a random fucking loop. Just give me. I'm going insane. I'm going batshit crazy. Void setup. And void loop. Boop. Fuck it. Maybe it's the code. Maybe the code is the problem. I'm highly doubting it, but maybe the code is the problem. Who knows? Who am I to judge? Failed. What the fuck is your problem? I'm going batshit crazy. I don't know, fucking serial begin and serial input, right? Capital S. Classic. Serial is not declared in the scope. Oopsie. How do you declare serial? Oh, dot print, right? Yeah, fuck that. I'm going insane. I can't even code. I don't do C++. Serial.begin. Alright, that should do it. I'm going batshit crazy. Just give me fucking. I'm gonna go insane. Wait, let's do a new project then. Let's do a new project. Wait. How do you do a new project? New project. Fuck you. Framework. ESP32. Let's do like fucking dev kit, right? Expressive. ESP32 dev module. Fuck it. Tests. Finish. Nope. I'm not your friend. There we go. Sure. Have fun. Wait, why can't I upload it? Why am I in restricted mode? I trust it. It's literally me. Let's try it. Fucking try it. All over my shit. If this works, I don't know what's going on. Fuck, I shorted something. See? No serial data received. Huh. I'll try again. I don't. Why is it not receiving the fact that I'm pressing EN? Is it powered? No serial data received. Yeah, it's getting worse and worse. Oh, I think I need to buy the adapter. You know what? What's the name of the adapter? UART USB adapter. Yeah, fuck it. But it's doing the same thing. That's why I'm not really happy with this. I'll say it loud and clear. I'm not really happy with this. If I don't ground it, if I leave it floating. Wait, I want to try one last thing. So I completely disconnected this, like the enable pin is I took it off to see if I can just upload code to the regular ESP32. Because if I can't, I just don't understand. I guess I'm just stupid. Yeah, wrong boot mode detected. The chip needs to be in download mode. Oh, right. Sorry. Reset. And then you go. Wrong boot mode detected. The chip needs to be in download mode. Is it because I've connected? Let's disconnect absolutely everything. Reset boot. Reset. Now it's writing. So this one's fine, right? This one's completely fine. Code has been written to it. Now if I connect TX to RX, right, and RX to TX, and I short IO0 with my beautiful, beautiful ground, basically, fuck it. Wait, no, that's fucking stupid. To my beautiful, beautiful ground. And then I'm like, EN. And then I'm gonna short it when I need to. And this one is the EN of the other one. And this one is constantly shorted, right? That worked, right? Okay, everything's connected. Everything's connected. Everything should be fine. I send it. I short my EN pin. I short my EN pin. Didn't fucking work. I think I have that adapter at home. I think it worked for me with an ESP32, but I was already like 7 years ago. Well, that's not really fucking helpful, is it? But because if you look at the wait, if you look at the adapter itself, right? It says 3.3 volts, TXT RXT ground, plus 5 volts. If you look at the video of the guy doing it with the adapter, it's RX to TX, TX to RX, 5 volts, ground to ground, IO0 to ground. It's literally what I'm doing here, like bar for bar. And I managed to actually flash the ESP32 dev kit. So I don't fucking get it. Because I'm doing everything that multiple sources agree together are the right way to do this. So I'm kind of lost. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think being lost is when you learn stuff, but still. That's literally what I'm doing. Maybe I have something wrong with it. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I don't know. How can I? Is there anything else that I can try? I'll just fucking. Madness is trying the same thing that failed before and expecting a different result. Yet, no, not yet. I just think I'm fucking batshit crazy. And the grounding of the EN just fucking failed. Which is kind of surprising, to be honest. But that's the EN, that's the ground. Ground to its EN over there. It's the same ground, it's shared. Like, there's... Wait, what the fuck did I do? Number 2. Yeah, no, number 2 is 5 volts. I'm looking at the traces to see what the connection is. Number 2 is 5 volts. Number 3 is ground. Right. Yeah, no, the connection is fine. And then ground to EN. This is ground, and I'm going to connect it to its EN. Enable. IO 0 is grounded. 1, 2, 3, that's fine. RX, which is green, is going to TX, and TX, which is yellow, is going to RX. I'm fucking lost. Maybe the TX and the RX is not the right ones? Let's check. And no, it should be ESP32, TXD, or TX0. Yeah, no one's talking about it. Yeah, I think I might have to fucking give up and jump off a bridge. I'll try again. So if I don't short EN, what happens? Debugging mode. I don't short EN. It says no serial data received. Failed to connect to ESP32. That makes sense. Now, if I do short EN, it puts a pause. No serial data received. I don't know. Let's try with shorting EN. Wait. WDT32 ETH01 pinouts. Because it has 2 EN pins? It does. It's fucking crazy. IO1, IO0 are RX0, TX0. That's fine. That's where I'm connected. Under is IO0, which I'm shorting with ground number 3. 5 volts and ground number 3 are connected to the ESP32. That's ground. And it has 2 EN pins, which, fine, why not? Let's try again. EN. Whoop. Send that shit over. Ground. It just doesn't detect it. Even whatever fucking ground I'm using, which yeah makes sense considering that. Yeah, no, it just doesn't detect it. I'm going insane. And if I don't short IO0, no, it just doesn't detect it. Okay, managed to flash ESP32 dev kit, but WT32, when WT32 is connected every time since soldering. USB UART chip is talking to nothing, no corruption, no boot mode, no timing. DevKit ESP32 is no longer disabled. When you flash a DevKit, you obviously remove the NGND. Now when... Dude, I connected it again. Wrong serial pins. On WT32, ETH01, TXD0 is equal to GPI1. Make sure you're on the URT0 pins, not some random D pads. No, it's TX0, RX0. I'm reading it. You sold it to the wrong pad. WTX as TXD0, RXD0, IO0, EN. If you actually... Dude, I'm not fucking stupid. You'll get no response. That makes sense. Power issue. How are you powering the WT32 now? If you remove that, get 5 volts. I'm powering it with it. You should see 5 volts. Yeah. I mean, the LED's fucking lit up, so I'm guessing that's fine. serial monitor test. Remove IO0 from ground, open serial monitor, reset WT32. Okay, let's try that. How do you do serial monitor? I removed IO0 from ground and I just disable that bitch. Nothing shows. Reset WT32. Yeah, that's what I did. EN to ground, right? EN to ground. No, nothing's showing. Maybe the other EN pin? EN to ground. EN to fucking ground. Nope, nothing shows. Nothing fucking shows. Ooh. Nothing shows. Nothing shows in the serial monitor. Trying with another WT32. Actually, let's try. Let's rechange to re-go with the other WT32. Let's disconnect that first so I don't corrupt it. Okay, we have the other one connected. So let's reconnect it and try to get the serial monitor to show something. So it is connected, right? This should disconnect it. No? Huh. Weird. So this is disabled, right? So if I unplug it, it's looking for something. Then if I plug it, it's saying connected, right? Wait, do you have the screen? Yeah, you have the screen. Which means that technically speaking, it is detecting it. It is detecting the other ESP, the WT32. So if I ground the EN short, we have output. We have output. Wait, how do we change the baud rate? I forgot. How do you change the baud rate on the change baud rate on serial monitor platform Mio? Monitor speed. Monitor speed. Okay. I don't know what we're running at, to be completely honest with you. Let's try that. I would know, but I can't fucking flash it. But I'm on ground here. EN. I had something. Why don't I have anything anymore? Disconnect. Connect. It's connected. I have the ground here. I touch it to EN. And I release it. I had something before. Oh, Jesus Christ. Touch EN. I can't reproduce it. What the fuck is going on? TXRX. Alright. Ground. EN. Oh! Is it when I disconnected TX and RX? And then EN. when did this happen? And why is the baud rate so fucked? Alright, let's try. Yeah, it's the baud rate that is different. But how do I set that up? Umarta says ESP32 goes might just be set or manually. Let's do that in terminal. That's the terminal. That's the serial monitor. Yeah, fuck that. Okay. See what we get. No data received. If I go to the serial monitor, disconnect EX and TX. Disconnect the entire thing. Reconnect it. Connected. Disconnect that shit. Reconnect it. Touch EN with the ground. Nothing's going on. Genuinely nothing's happening. If I do this. Yeah, of course. So here I disconnected the EN pin of the ESP32, not the WT32. And then I reconnected it, and so now it's disabled, but this happens. Okay, yeah. So the baud rate of the other is different. Okay. WT32 powered through ESP32, all good. Connections, all good. I de-shorted the EN pin of the dev kit for a second and got this output. The mumbo jumbo is when I re-shorted it. Maybe we get something out of this. Maybe it's power issue. Ethernet ESP32 draws much more power while flashing. Sudden drop in power of programmer ESP32 while flashing to the F1. ES32 draws much more power while flashing. Right. And where is it being powered from? It's being powered from a dongle from my computer. USB-C to USB-A. But it is a possibility that the power drawing might cause problems, but I don't really know how to fix that if that's the case. And MG said debugging in Arduino has been the most experienced my whole life so far. Yeah, C++, like low-level electronics, just doesn't give you much to work with. Like it's really painful. Like literally every time I had to debug ESP32s, I worked as well with. That's an interesting story. I worked with the Aldemix, right? This is an ESP32 that is supposed to be industrial grade and insulated in many different ways. It's a good piece of gear. I had a project with a client. It was basically an installation that they had to run 24/7, and so I thought this was a really good idea, but I don't know. Like I run it on Ethernet, but it also has Wi-Fi, so I ran it on Wi-Fi to begin with, and as soon as it disconnects from Wi-Fi, then you just don't have anything to work with. All the logs are just garbage, and even with running with Ethernet, so that you see that the Ethernet connection is going through, it's still fucking garbage, man. Like anything ESP32 or Arduino related to debug, it's not fun. It's not fun. That's why most of my projects just are based on Raspberry Pis now, because the OS is so well done, and you can just do so much shit out of it, and the debug logs are just really good overall. But yeah, that does not solve my problem. Maybe your output is gold, you just prove three critical things, UART writing is correct, WT32 is alive, USB serial path works. It means everything electrically is fine. The garbage at the end when you reshort EN is just you resetting mid-transition, nothing, totally normal. Sure, whatever. But I think I'm gonna need to get the adapter. But it's just frustrating, man. Because, I mean, tri-adding capacitor to the ESP32. It might help and reduce impact of sudden power drop programmer ESP32. That's a good idea. On the power line, you mean? On the F Ethernet ESP32. So on the 5-volt line, like what sort of capacitor? What are we talking about? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I could do that. The capacitors are downstairs in the basement. But yeah, fuck that. Yeah, fuck yeah. I have electrolytic and like the rounded. I'm terrible at electronics, like pure electronics. I'm decent at coding, but pure electronics I'm shitty. You mean the round ones, or the brownish ones? Because there's the brownish ones that are relatively smaller, and then there's the big ass rounded ones. What do you recommend in terms of farad? Round cylindrical ones. Okay. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I will leave you with what can I leave you with? Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave you with that crimper tool that I bought today. It was really expensive, so you better fucking enjoy it. Okay, bye. Alright, there we go. round cylindrical ones. Yes, sir. That is what we get. Hi, hello. Okay, the 600 pack. I'm desperate, so fuck it, let's try. Ugh. I haven't used that fucker in a while. Let's try with the smallest one, because I know the big one can make it go boom. I'd rather not boom it. Should we blow up the capacitor? I think it's pretty fine. I think you feed it backwards and it blows up. Is that how it works? Also, there's a way, so the longest one is the plus. So the way it goes in, right? I think so. How do we do that? Can we just do it in parallel, or I have to do it in series? Wow. Okay. Hey, let's check. Parallel or series? No, series. Capacitor. I think series would work. Wait, so that's the way. I'm fucking stupid. I don't know what I'm fucking doing. Parallel. Longer one is plus. Plus means. So. So, the longer one is the plus, which means the way it goes in. So that goes to the not Ethernet, so the power source. This is the power source, right? And this is the power receiver. So the longer one goes in the power source 5 volts, and the smaller one in the power receiver 5 volts in parallel to the actual wires. I will be waiting for the information. I'm currently trusting you with my life. So if you want to fuck with me, just tell me random stuff. I'll do it. You know what? I'll do it anyways. I don't have time for this bullshit. 5 volts. Is it gonna blow up? I prefer the bigger one on F. Okay, fuck it. I will trust you. Is it gonna blow up in my... I'm scared it's gonna blow up in my fucking fingers. Can I hear something? It's rated for 5 volts, right? No, it's rated for 10 volts. In parallel, we said, so I'm gonna just fucking hold it with my fingers. That's fucking a terrible idea. It's time to put the soldering iron to use. Oop, disconnected. It's like my favorite perfume. Yummy. By the way, the music is quite loud again. Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, my mic died as well, so I'm using the computer mic. It might sound like shit. Okay. It's surprisingly loud when they blow up. Yeah, I sure hope it is. Oh shit. Ooh, I don't know what I'm doing. Is it gonna blow up in my face? Maybe it is. Who cares? I'm terrified. Ground, EN, ground. I forgot what I was doing. What am I supposed to ground? Oh, IO0, right. And then EN to ground. Let's hope that was a problem. If it was, you will be greatly rewarded. Oh, I'm gonna give you. Where am I going? Who am I? Code. The computer's gonna die soon. I need to plug it in. Yeah. Also, MG. It seems like you haven't left a comment on my latest video. What is it? What is this all about? Oh yeah, guilt tripping people. Fuck yeah. Oh, I feel good now. Ooh, I feel good. Okay. Upload. EN. Ground. Grounding. What the fuck? Oh yeah, you just don't like those. Here, have fun. Okay. Ground the EN pin. Release. Let's hope it doesn't blow up. Fatal error. No serial data received. No. No. So it wasn't a power thing. It's oh no. But I watched it. Good. It's better. Oh fuck, you didn't see the screen. That sucks. Wait. Okay. Desk. There we go. Yeah, no, that wasn't the thing. And if I don't short the EN pin, I'm gonna have just the same shit, no? And there's still breaks in connecting, so I don't know. No serial data received. I don't know, dog. I'm a bit distraught, as they say in English. Ground and no serial data received. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go get the adapter. I wonder if it's the ESP32F hardware itself. I don't know, to be honest. It could be, because both of them are acting the same way. Which is, by the same way, I mean not working whatsoever. They're both exactly the same. I even have a third one, you know? If it tickles your fancy, I have a third one that it's the exact same board. But I mean, if I can't do it with two, opening the third one is just a waste of fucking. Statistically speaking, it doesn't make sense. It could be the hardware itself, but then to be clear, since I'm disabling. Well, actually, to be honest, I haven't seen anyone online saying that you can. That was all ChatGPT saying that you can actually flash it with an ESP32. Flash WT32 without USB adapter. Yeah, people do it with a fucking Arduino. I have an Arduino. pictures. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, COM7, there's one LED. You should be connecting to the 3.3 volt on the ESP32 and the 3.3 volt on the adapter. From what I can tell, on the adapter, the jumper should be set to 3.3 volts. You're fucking with me, right? I've now switched to 3.3 volt. The jumper on the ESP32 is still on IO0 to ground. The result of ESP home wave is still the same. It is the two pins on the upper right of the board with the ESP32 chip facing upward. These are labeled sometimes as RX0 and TX0. Oh, it's pretty much the same as me, right? RX0, TX0. Ooh, we have a call. We have a call. I am going to mute myself. Hey yo, I'm back. What's up? Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna order the fucking adapter. Hopefully, it's gonna solve all my issues. Let's just see how fast it gets here. Which one is the fastest I can get? Today's the 18th, right? Let's see if I can get anything by the 19th, and then I'm just gonna fucking call it a day. I'm tired. There's been way too much debugging for practically nothing. So today we did all of the electricity, like the high level electricity, and where was I? Amazon. And we started looking at the coding. But yeah. Oh, this one is pretty. Monday 23. But yeah, fuck. That fucking broke me. Monday 23. Nothing faster? Amazon kind of lost its. Oh, wait. I don't want to dox myself. Yeah, no, it broke me. So, that's about it. Thank you for sticking by. If you haven't watched the latest video that's on the channel, please go for it. I'm going to put the link on Twitch and YouTube in the chat. And have a good night. See you tomorrow for day 5, where we're gonna do more coding, more electronics. Hopefully there's less debugging and more actually fun stuff. All the networking as well, because I have the switch with all the Ethernet cable. Those should be fun. And tomorrow we're getting more acrylic, so we're gonna see if we can cut them and process them. We're gonna do more sanding tests. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're getting closer every day. The structure, the base structure, like the structure prototype, is getting there beginning of next week. So we're gonna build the whole structure with the aluminum tubes, and then I'm going to order the wood and have a word with my woodworker friend that will know how to post-process it to make it look as good as possible. Since we have the whole electric and soon the electronics and soon the LEDs as well, it's going to be time to start working on the big structure, which is going to be fun. Bye MG, have a good evening. Bye every other person that might be on either YouTube or Twitch. Bye bye. And if you're watching the recording, please go watch the last YouTube video, which is very fun. Big hand slapping when you play Simon Says. Bye bye.